Okay, I'd like to call this meeting to order. Can we start off with a roll call, please?
Council President Perez.
Here.
Councilmember Van.
Here.
Councilmember Benedetti.
Here.
Councilmember O'Halloran.
Here.
Councilmember McIrvin.
Here.
Councilmember Prince.
Here.
Councilmember Corman.
Here.
Roll call, Mr. Mayor, all present.
Thank you, Jameson. Okay, first up, we have two proclamations. The first one's from Gear Up Week.
Okay, proclamation. Whereas the Gaining Early Awareness and Readiness for Undergraduate Programs, Gear Up, is a federally funded program designed to increase the number of students who stay in school and succeed in post-secondary education. And whereas Gear Up focuses on students from low-income and underserved communities who might be the first person in their family to go to college. And whereas Gear Up provides 6 or 7 year grants to states or partnerships to deliver support and resources to students and their families starting no later than the 7th grade through high school and onward to attaining a post-secondary education. And whereas Gear Up includes interventions such as tutoring, mentoring, academic preparation, and financial education to improve access and success in higher education. And whereas Gear Up Achievers serves approximately 4,500 students in 8th and 9th grade in 4 different South King County districts with 1,973 students served from the Renton School District. And whereas the City of Renton understands that a quality education for all students helps them achieve their highest potential. Now, therefore, I, Armando Pavoni, Mayor of the City of Renton, do hereby proclaim September 21 through 25, 2020, to be Gear Up Week in the City of Renton, and I encourage all members of the community to join me in this special observation, in witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the City of Renton to be affixed this 21st day of September, 2020, signed Armando Pavoni, Mayor, City of Renton.
Mr. Mayor,
Council President Perez.
I move the proclamation to be adopted as read. Second.
Okay, it's been moved by Council President Perez, seconded by Councilmember Corman, that the proclamation be adopted as read. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion carries. And with us tonight is Kristen Thornton from the Renton School District.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Kirsten Thornton. I'm the Gear Up District Coordinator over at the Renton School District. And on behalf of our Gear Up team, we'd like to thank you for celebrating and encouraging our city to engage and be excited about college and career access. It's been close to 15 years since the last Gear Up cohort graduated from the Renton School District. I was fortunate to be one of those Gear Up students from Renton High School. So it's really great to be back, providing close to 2,000 students and families access to college and career, starting at such a young age. Even in this virtual context over the next school year, we're really excited to provide services in a whole new way, and hopefully something that will allow us to reach out even broader beyond what we've been able to do through statewide, but as well as countrywide virtual college tours, connecting with industry workers from all across the country in various fields of interest for our students, so they can really explore who they want to be when they grow up and how to prepare for their first next step out of high school. So we're really just thankful that the city is acknowledging Gear Up and is celebrating in this week and is celebrating college and career access for our students. Thank you.
Thank you, Kristen. Okay, next we have Proclamation for Diapers and Need Awareness Week.
Okay, proclamation. Whereas diaper need, the condition of not having a sufficient supply of clean diapers, can adversely affect the health and well-being of babies, toddlers, and their families. And whereas national surveys and research studies report that 1 in 3 families struggle with diaper need and 48% of families delay changing a diaper to extend their supply. And whereas children go through 6 to 12 diapers each day, and without enough diapers, babies and toddlers risk infections and health problems. And whereas purchasing enough diapers to keep a baby or toddler clean, dry, and healthy can consume 14% of a low-wage family's post-tax income, making it difficult to obtain a sufficient supply. And whereas the people of Renton recognize diaper need as a public health issue disproportionately harming Black families, Indigenous families, and families of color, and acknowledge that addressing diaper need will lead to more equitable economic opportunities and improved health for all children. And whereas Renton is proud to be home to trusted community-based organizations that recognize the importance of diapers in ensuring health and providing economic stability for families, and thus distribute diapers to families through various channels. And whereas Westside Baby and Eastside Baby Corner served on the front lines of Renton's COVID-19 pandemic response, helping families in our communities weather the crises. And whereas we thank the aforementioned diaper banks, their staff, volunteers, and donors for their courageous service during this crisis. Now therefore, I, Armando Pavoni, Mayor of the City of Renton, do hereby proclaim September 21 through 27, 2020 to be Diaper Need Awareness Week in the City of Renton. And I encourage the Renton community to donate generously to diaper banks, diaper drives, and organizations that collect and distribute diapers. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the City of Renton to be affixed this 21st day of September 2020, signed Armando Pavoni, Mayor of the City of Renton.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Council President Perez.
I move the proclamation to be adopted as read.
Second.
It's been moved by Council President Perez, seconded by Councilmember O'Halloran, that the proclamation be adopted as read. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Okay, motion carries. And tonight we have two people joining us to accept this proclamation. First is Tony Sargent from Westside Baby, and then next we have Jack Edgerton from Eastside Baby Corner. So Tony, you want to start us off?
Yes, thank you so much, Mayor, and thank you, Council, for reading that proclamation and for having Jack and I here today. We really appreciate it. I'm Tony Sargent. I'm the Public Affairs Manager at Westside Baby, and I just appreciate you all having us back here again and proclaiming this week, Diaper Need Awareness Week. Westside Baby has been, honored to serve the families of Western King County since 2001, and especially honored to be able to do this work in the last 6 months as the pandemic has really affected the families in all of our communities, and especially those who are already facing this compounding crisis of diaper need. At Westside Baby, we've seen an increase in our diaper distribution of 82% at this point this year. Families are really in need of these basic items, and we could not do the work that we're doing without the support of the council and the entire community. So on behalf of Westside Baby staff and volunteers in our community, we just want to say thank you for your acknowledgement of this week, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you, Tony. Jack.
Good evening. My name is Jack Edgerton. I'm the Executive Director of EBC Eastside Baby Corner. And on behalf of my board, staff, and volunteers, I'd truly like to thank the Mayor and the City Council for recognizing Diaper Need Awareness Week in the City of Renton with this proclamation. As it has been stated, diaper need is a serious and pervasive problem in our communities. With over 23% of King County's families experiencing diaper need, the effects on children, parents, and neighborhoods is being felt. For example, it is being felt by parents who can't drop their children off at daycare because they can't provide enough diapers for the day. That affects a parent's ability to go to work or go to school and provide for their family's well-being. It adds stress to an already stressful situation while leaving children vulnerable to rashes, infection, and emergency room visits. The solution to this challenge is to make sure that all families have equitable access to diapers. In the first 2 quarters of 2020 alone, EBC has worked with its network of 26 partners serving Renton to provide over 700 children with almost $140,000 in essential goods, including diapers, wipes, and hygiene products. These children, and all children, deserve the best start in life possible. EBC is proud to stand with the City of Renton to ensure that all children are safe, warm, and dry. Thank you for recognizing diaper need in the community, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, Jack, and thank you both for this important work you're doing in our community. So, okay, next up is audience comments.
Mr. Mayor, I have an admin report.
Did I miss something? Oh, administration report. Yes, sir. Let's go with administration report next.
Okay, I have three quick items. One, the repairs to the Cedar River Trail Trestle Bridge at Maplewood Roadside Park are substantially complete. The Cedar River Trail from Riverview Park over the bridge at Cedar River is now open to the public. The Maplewood Roadside Park parking lot and the 7th Street Spur Trail connecting to the Cedar River Trail remain closed until work under the bridge is completed and the Spur Trail is restored. That time frame for the work is to be completed is early October. The project will ensure the structural integrity of the bridge and continued safety for trail users. Next, the King County Solid Waste Division has issued a notice of availability, notice of online open house, and request for comments on the draft environmental impact statement for the Cedar Hills Regional Landfill 2020 Site Development Plan. You can visit kingcounty.gov and do a search for the Cedar Hills landfill development to provide comments. And finally, traffic impacts, you can visit rentonwa.gov/traffic to view all the impacts in Renton. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason. Okay, now we will open up audience comment period. It remains the strong intent of the city to have public comment regularly included on our agendas. However, the city reserves the right to eliminate and or end public comment periods and or remove anyone from the meeting at any point if we deem the system is being abused or is no longer suitable to allowing the city to conduct its business. Each speaker will be given 5 minutes to speak. You will be called upon by Julia Midzigian, Council Liaison. Ms. Midzigian will call the speaker's name and unmute the appropriate microphone, which will send an automatic prompt to the speaker of, "You have been unmuted." This is the speaker's cue that it's their turn to speak. Please begin your comments by stating your name, city of residence, and the topic you're addressing. Speakers should be able to see a timer on the screen. When your time is almost up, please wrap up your comments. Ms. Midzigian.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. For the record, my name is Julia Midzigian. I'm the City Council Liaison. I have no one signed up in advance this evening to speak. For those signed into Zoom, if you would like to speak, please use your computer to raise your hand. If you've joined by calling into Zoom and you would like to speak, you can raise your hand by pressing *9. I see no one, Mr. Mayor.
Okay. Thank you. Next up, we have the consent agenda.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Council President Perez.
I move that the council concur with the consent agenda as published.
I second.
Okay, it's been moved by Council President Perez and seconded by Councilmember Corman that the council concur with the consent agenda. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Okay, motion carries. Next, we have unfinished business. Council President Perez.
Non-finished business, Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember Van.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember Benedetti.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Councilman O'Halloran.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, the Utilities Committee has one report.
Okay, Utilities Committee report. Agreement with WSP USA Incorporated for the Stormwater Facility Retrofit Study Project. The Utilities Committee recommends concurrence in the staff recommendation to authorize the mayor and city clerk to execute the agreement with WSP USA Incorporated in the amount of $229,917 for engineering professional services for the Stormwater Facility Retrofit Study Project.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember O'Halloran.
I move the council concur with the Utilities Committee report.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilmember O'Halloran and seconded by Councilmember Benedetti that the council concur with the Utility Committee report. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Okay, motion carries. And Councilmember McGurven.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember Prince.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember Corman.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Okay. Next up, we have legislation. We have one ordinance for second and final reading.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, this ordinance is regarding a stream reclass, or streams reclass. An ordinance of the City of Renton, Washington, reclassifying pursuant to Renton Municipal Code Section 43050.E.5, two portions of Maplewood Creek from Type NP to Type F, and a portion of Kennydale Creek from Type NS to Type NP, providing for severability and establishing an effective date.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Corman.
I move adoption of the ordinance as read.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved by Councilmember Corman, seconded by Councilmember McGurven, that the council adopt the ordinance as published. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Oh,
Roll
second,
call.
hold on. This takes a roll call. It's a second reading. Roll call, please.
Yes, sir. Council President Perez.
Aye.
Councilmember Van.
Aye.
Councilmember Benedetti.
Aye.
Councilmember O'Halloran.
Aye.
Councilmember McGurven.
Aye.
Councilmember Prince.
Aye.
And Councilmember Corman.
Aye.
Roll call, Mr. Mayor. All ayes.
Okay, thank you. Next up, we have new business. Council President Perez.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. On Monday, September 28th, 2020, at 5:30 p.m., we will meet for the Committee of the Whole via video conference. There are two items on the agenda. First, Renton Regional Fire Authority budget review, and second, King County Affordable Housing Sales Tax briefing. The same day, Monday, September 28, 2020, at 7 o'clock, we will meet, the council would meet via video conference. Immediately the following council meeting, we will have an executive session with one item on the agenda, which is labor negotiations. It will last approximately 30 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Van.
No new business, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Councilmember Benedetti.
Yes, on Monday, September 28th, the Public Safety Committee will be meeting at 4:45 p.m. via video conference, and we have one agenda item, which is emerging issues in public safety.
Okay, thank you. Councilmember O'Halloran.
No new business, Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember McGurven.
No new business, Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember Prince.
Yes, the Finance Committee will be meeting on Monday, September 28th at 4 p.m. We have via video conference. We have seven items on the agenda: vouchers, finance analyst hire at Step D, police hire at Step D Grozov, police hire at Step D Jabril, Coulon Park Playground Equipment Contract, Coronavirus Relief Fund Grant Agreement, and emerging issues in finance. That's all, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Councilmember Corman.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, thank you. The Planning and Development Committee will hold a meeting on September 28th at 3 o'clock p.m. via video conference. We have 4 items on that agenda. The first is a Renton Municipal Arts Commission youth appointment. Second item is school district impact fees. Third item is docket 15, and the fourth item is comprehensive plan amendments. And that's all, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. What is the wish of the council?
Move we adjourn.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved by Councilmember Prince, seconded by Councilmember Corman, that we adjourn. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed, nay. Okay, see you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Aye.